Unmasking Evil, the shocking trial of Adolf Eichmann. The world watched in disbelief. In 1961, Adolf Eichmann, a high-ranking Nazi official, stood trial for his role in the Holocaust. He was accused of orchestrating the deportation and extermination of millions of Jews. People expected to see a monster. They imagined someone consumed by hate, a figure radiating evil. Instead, they saw something deeply unsettling. Eichmann appeared eerily ordinary. Eichmann wasn't a raving lunatic. He came across as a bland bureaucrat, a cog in the Nazi machinery. He claimed he was just following orders, showing little remorse for his actions. This chilling lack of empathy led philosopher Hannah Arendt to coin a chilling phrase, the banality of evil. The banality of evil, a new perspective. Hannah Arendt's concept of the banality of evil shook the world. It challenged our traditional understanding of evil as something monstrous and easily identifiable. Arendt argued that evil doesn't always wear a terrifying mask. It can hide in plain sight, disguised as normalcy and obedience. Arendt's theory doesn't excuse the perpetrators of evil acts. Instead, it forces us to confront a disturbing truth. Ordinary people, influenced by social pressure and blind obedience, can become complicit in horrifying crimes. They may not be driven by inherent malice, but by a lack of critical thinking and moral courage. The illusion of monsters, how ordinary people become capable of atrocities. We often comfort ourselves with the idea that evil is perpetrated by monsters. We tell ourselves that these individuals are fundamentally different from us. But history teaches us a harsh lesson. Ordinary people are capable of extraordinary cruelty. The Holocaust wasn't solely orchestrated by a few psychopaths. It required the participation of countless individuals. These individuals weren't necessarily driven by hatred. They were driven by conformity, by a desire to fit in, and by a fear of standing out. Section 4. The power of the system. How conformity and obedience breed evil. Imagine being surrounded by people who share the same beliefs, who follow the same orders. It becomes easy to conform, to suppress your own doubts and moral compass. This is the power of the system, of social structures that encourage obedience and silence dissent. In such a system, individuals become dehumanized, reduced to cogs in a machine. They lose their sense of personal responsibility, believing they are simply following orders. This diffusion of responsibility allows evil to flourish. Section 5. The Milgram Experiment, a shocking demonstration of blind obedience. The Milgram experiment, conducted in the 1960s, provided a chilling glimpse into the power of obedience. Participants were instructed to administer electric shocks to a learner who was actually an actor whenever they answered a question incorrectly. The shocks weren't real, but the participants believed they were. The results were shocking. A significant percentage of participants were willing to administer what they thought were lethal shocks simply because an authority figure told them to. The experiment demonstrated the terrifying ease with which ordinary people can commit harmful acts when ordered by authority. Section 6. A call to action, cultivating critical thinking and moral courage. The banality of evil is a stark reminder we must all be vigilant. We cannot simply rely on the assumption that good will always prevail. Evil can thrive when we fail to question, when we blindly obey, and when we remain silent in the face of injustice. We must cultivate critical thinking. We must be willing to challenge authority and question the systems we are part of. We must find the courage to speak out against injustice even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. The fight against evil begins with each of us. It starts with our willingness to think for ourselves, to act with integrity, and to stand up for what is right.